Welcome to Sonic 1 for Game Gear. I actually prefer Sonic 1 for Game Gear to Sonic 1 for Genesis, believe it or not. I just think it's a little better designed. But, this is also going to be my first playthrough that I've actually practiced, because I realized on Sonic CD that even just, like, knowing it a little bit just makes everything easier. Just makes everything a little smoother. Oh, come on, Spring. Of course, I'm not showing here that I practiced it. But, jeez. But, I've practiced through, Labyrinth Act 1, so I know what's going on up to there. One moment. Sorry about that. I realized I didn't have my timer going. I'll cut that little bit out of the final recording. Yeah, so I'm playing this with an emulator. Oh, come on. I'm making a lot more mistakes than I did on my initial run. So I'm actually able to abuse save states a little. So I'm going to pretty much, anytime I die, I'll just load up a save state so that there won't be any game overs like in Sonic CD. Yeah, but I think this game is really fun. It's got some really great level design. And also, the graphics and sound are just, like, off the charts for an 8-bit handheld system. They're just really pretty great. Except for that track. That track sounds awful. Hey, 1 minute exactly. Nice. So I guess that practiced is the wrong word. I've played through this up to Labyrinth Zone, Act 1. But the Eggman bosses in this game work a little weirdly. The way they work... Oh. Ah, man. I'm sorry. Well, I guess I'll get time to explain now before we go back to that Eggman boss. You get no rings for any of the bosses, and so you have to beat them on no rings, and they take 8 hits to beat. So Eggman's a little more hardcore in this, but for the most part, he's really a joke of a boss. But you'll see that here with this boss. The Green Hill boss, you can kill him before he even tries to attack you. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See, look at that. So, Eggman boss is, like, kind of hard, not too crazy. Here's Bridge Zone. It's better than Marble Zone. By a lot. Also, the music for this is amazing. I can't believe I did that. Bonk. Also, the spin dash is sorely missed in this game, but seeing as this came out before the spin dash was invented, I can forgive it. Also, some slowdown on those bridges. 1, 2, 3. Oh, also those little down arrow boxes, those are your check marks. And also places where I will take a save state. I'll take a save state at the beginning of levels and when I bust a down arrow box. Checkpoint, rather. Don't kill me, Buzz Bomber. There we go. Suck it. Oh. I did that last time, too. I'm just making all the same mistakes I made. Practicing this game didn't help me at all. And Buzz Bomber causing all sorts of slowdown. Honestly, if I were to have one complaint about this game, it'd be the slowdown. Because the slowdown does get pretty damn bad at times. And it's not just my emulator, it's the game. Which, of course, like, I don't blame this game for slowing down a little. Like I said, it's pushing an 8-bit system a lot. Boink. Ah, you're gonna get the first special stage. The way special stages work in this is you don't get a Chaos Emerald. What happens is you basically get, if you have 50 rings or more at the end, you get flung into one of these pinball stage, and basically you just collect rings, and there'll be a continue for you to get, and it's mostly just for collecting 100 rings for a life, and getting your continue. And they're just basically really bouncy stages. It's nothing too crazy or special, but again, it's an 8-bit system. I mean, this game isn't going to be like craziness. I don't see Super Mario Bros. 1 having any of this, so I mean, that is the 8-bit game that people think of when they think 8-bit games. I know there are more impressive 8-bit games than Super Mario 1, but see, there's our continue right there. And we got a life as well for collecting 100 rings. And that is that. So that was fantastic. And now we have Bridge Act 2. Bridge Act 2 is an auto-scroller, which admittedly is my least favorite type of artificial game lengthening, but it's not as bad as a lot of auto-scrollers. So it's not going to try to be cheap with you. Hey, screw you. For some reason, when you get 2 shields, it doesn't have any extra effect, but it makes the shield stop flashing as much. I think it's still flashing, like, once... I think it's flashing by frame, but that's, like, 60 times a second, so it's kind of a hard thing to observe. No, oh, come on. Cheap. You can't just do that. You can just take my shield and then also my life. Of course, it doesn't matter much because I can just start back here with no penalty thanks to the magic of emulators, but... But seriously, though, how cool is that? That, like, a game system that would have cost, like, a couple $100 back in the day, we can now just download because it's just that far behind technology. Folks, the future is now. That's your shower thought for the day, I guess. Although I'm not in the shower, but... There we go, I got him that time. That's a weird thing you can do with him. You're not supposed to be able to jump on his head, but if you can, like, back up to almost the pixel he's at, you can then jump on him. Also, this thing, it's a red herring. Don't, like, let it screw you up. Don't try to bounce up and get a bunch of those rings. Come on, stage, let's go, let's go. I believe in you, you can do it. That's a tricky little sequence of jumps right there. There's really not that much harder than this stage, though. Oh, don't go for that life. It's another... Actually, I'm not sure if it's a red herring. To be fair, I didn't try to go back and get it last time, just because it looked dangerous. Oh, okay, that was a little cheap, getting me thrown off screen. But yeah, basically this level's cakewalk. Also, when the game's slowing down, it has trouble registering your jumps, which is why, if that fish had come, I would have been screwed. Because I was actually mashing jump to try to avoid the fish. But, sadly that didn't happen. And also, sadly, I didn't end up with the special stage, because that Buzz Bomber hit me from off screen. Also, I'm playing with the Classic Controller Pro. I'm trying to figure out which I like better, this or the DualShock 3. I can't decide. Alright, the bridge boss is just as easy as the Green Hill one, with the exception that he glitches out sometimes and will randomly kill you. Slow down. Woo! Gotta go fast. So basically, what you want to do with this boss is you just stay in the middle, and then once he comes up, just pop him. See, sometimes you get trapped in the middle of them like that, and then he'll hit you. And now I can't escape Eggman. Ah, there we go. Okay. So, that was Green Hill and Bridge. Next, we will have, I believe, Jungle. I think. We'll figure out here in a couple seconds. Yes, Jungle. I'll see you guys next time with Jungle.